Some good coffee. Start the day. So, I want to go a little further, a little deeper, and show you guys why I want to go. In this episode, we're talking anime. Welcome to my channel. We're going on an adventure to Japan. Wow! Okay, so anime. Anime is it's Japanese art form style of cartoons, essentially. But cartoons are really different in Japan. Sure, everybody, now because of the Pokemon Go app, they've heard Pokemon. They know what it's about. The movie's out. Like, some things people just know because it's part of pop culture everywhere in the world. Other episodes or other shows, not so much. Not so much. It's not something that everyone is going to know. So, because of that, I would like to introduce you to some of my favorites. I'm going to be throwing up some reference images right here, just to show you guys a little bit of, the diversity that you can see in some of these. The art styles and things like that seem relatively similar because it is anime. Anime. That is the video medium. Whenever it's the comic book medium, it's manga. So manga and anime, you might hear that. That's very American, ways of pronouncing it, but especially in the South. So, but yeah, let me just run through a list of some of my favorites because I got started really, really early in life watching anime, and I didn't realize that it was. My uncle, as a matter of fact, grew up watching anime. He didn't know what it was. He also liked Looney Tunes. I did too, that kind of stuff. But he grew up watching Speed Racer. So did I. So, just to give you guys an example, Armitage the Third, Astro Boy, Big O, Black Clover, Bleach, Cardcaptor Sakura, Case Closed, Code Geass, Cowboy Bebop, Cyborg 009, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dead Man Wonderland, Death Note, Neon Genesis Evangelion, one of my favorites, Fairy Tail, Fooly Cooly, or FLCL, another one of my favorites, Full Metal Alchemist, classic, Ghost in the Shell, wonderful, the series or the movie, Gurren Lagann, Hamtaro, adorable, Hellsing, badass, Hunter x Hunter, Inuyasha, Kill la Kill, Record of Lodoss War, another classic, Lupin the Third, My Hero Academia, it's one of my new favorites, Naruto, Ninja Scroll, another classic, blew my mind the anime could be that violent and nude. One Piece, One Punch Man, another new great one, Outlaw Star, Paranoia Agent, Weird, one of my faves, Pokemon, classic, Robotech, or anything in the Macross saga, just the best, but didn't exactly hold up well if you're trying to rewatch some of these older ones like that. Ronin Warriors, Rurouni Kenshin, tons of variety. They revamped the series a few times. Just classic, good. Just good. Sailor Moon, Samurai Champloo, Soul Eater, Space Dandy. Yeah, it is what it is. Speed Racer, Sword Art Online, really good. Tank Police, Trigun, all time, one of the favorites of the fave. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, Crazy long title, right? But it's actually, like, it's really good. It's new. Voltron, classic. Witch Hunter Robin, another dark one, fantastic. Wolf's Rain, you'll thank me to watch it, and you'll hate me when it ends. Yu Yu Hakusho, and let's not forget about something that's near and dear to my heart. I know you can't tell. The Gundam series, franchise, whatever. Thanks, Sunrise. Good job. I actually build scale models of these Gundams. So I'm sure people have seen, little race cars and other things that people build out in the world. Model kits. They sometimes they snap together. Sometimes you have to glue everything together. There's battleships. There's a lot of war models and things like that in the world. Most of the series do have a war theme because the mobile suits is what they call them. They're bipedal, giant, maybe like 80, 100-foot tall robots for the most part. Some of them are different sizes, different shapes, things like that. But they look humanoid. They're bipedal, 2 arms, that kind of thing. The elite version of one side, usually the good guys, is called Gundam. So yeah, the Gundam franchise, some of my favorites out of the Gundam franchise, because there are a ton. I really like the Build Fighters varieties, like Build Fighters Try, and Build Divers. They really mix some of that old school Pokemon feel into a Gundam kind of show. They take their model, they put it on something, it scans it, and then they're able to fight with it. And normally it has to do with like tournaments and things like that, and wanting to be the best, and get to be the very best. Very much like almost like a Gundam Pokemon. It's not collecting them all, it's more about the fighting, but yeah, if you're into it, you watch it, you get it. You'll get it. There's also 8th MS Team, which I actually built a kit and won a model building competition with one of the suits from 8th MS Team and the kit model that I built. I'll probably show that off at some point. G Gundam, I grew up watching that too. Gundam 00, really like it. I feel like it has a very Gundam Wing kind of vibe. And speaking of Gundam Wing, there's also the original Gundam series from, I think it's 1979 or something like that. I think the States got it in like 82, 83. It's another one of those. It's like Masters of the Universe. It's like some of the other stuff, the original Transformers and things like that, the cartoon series that I know I had as a 80s baby coming up, and I watched and I loved it so much. It didn't really hold up. Gundam: The Origin. And that actually came out recently, in the last few years, and it's a set of, I think, 4 movies, I think. That's really great. It's really well done. It's interesting. There is a lot of behind-the-scenes sabotage and subterfuge and, like, hidden agendas. It's pretty cool. And then one of the newer ones, again, Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Like, especially if you're into, like, Attack on Titan or something like that, you'll probably like Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. And then the Piece de la Resistance. It's not where I started, but I have a tattoo of a Studio Ghibli movie, and Hayao Miyazaki, Miyazaki-san, he's like the Walt Disney of Japan. Some of my favorites from Ghibli is Spirited Away, Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, Ponyo, Porco Rosso, and Princess Mononoke. Oh my God, Princess Mononoke. I love that and Spirited Away, my 2 favorites, but Princess Mononoke, I actually have a tattoo from Princess Mononoke. Like I said, Hayao Miyazaki, he headed up most of these films that I think all of them that I listed, and he also was, I think, the lead producer, if not the CEO or what have you. He was a head fella in charge at Studio Ghibli for a long time, and I don't want to forget, like, My Neighbor Totoro. That's kind of where I remember it starting. You may have seen a cat bus and things like that. That's what that's from. So, I mean, just there's so much, And really, this is tip of the iceberg kind of stuff. There is so much out there in the world of anime. The Spirited Away movie, it's based on this bathhouse of the spirits, okay? Where a little girl gets lost and essentially is, for a time, enslaved to work in this bathhouse and clean up after all of these crazy spirits and gods and demons and things. That bathhouse is grand. It's so giant. It's just bigger than life in the movie. It was actually inspired by a real-life place called Dogo Onsen. Dogo Onsen is a real place. It's a real giant, huge bathhouse, and I'd like to go there. So I may be doing that on the trip. We'll find out a little bit more about Dogo Onsen and some more things next time. Thanks a lot for watching today. I really hope you like the changes. See you next week.